Hey everyone, it's Liz, and I am back to do another reading. I had a subscriber message me. And by the way, you can email me directly. If you have questions, feel free to email me. And I love getting feedback and I love getting questions. So this is this from the subscriber wanted to know. Barr recently announced that John Durham would be the special counsel that is continuing this investigation, whether they're investigating the intelligence and law enforcement who they believe might have violated the law during the Trump Russia investigation. So this is the question was, Barr making it, will he make it harder for the next AG to fire Durham? Does he have any? I don't think, once he's gone, he's gone. I don't know if he's going to make it harder. And to be quite honest with you, the question goes on. It says, will Durham be removed? And so, the only way that a person that a special counsel can be removed is if, according to the research I did, for example, Mueller wasn't removed. Trump threatened removal, and firing him so many times on Twitter, right? So this is what I looked up is, the only way that this special counsel or any special counsel can be removed is if there's misconduct, dereliction of duty, I think it says, incapacity. My handwriting is awful. Conflict, violation of department policies. So far, from what I'm seeing, I don't see from the reading, I haven't really done any intense readings on John Durham, but when I looked him up in Wikipedia and I looked at his photograph, I didn't get anything from him that indicated that we need to be concerned. The vibration I got from him before I even pulled the cards was bureaucrat. This is a man who's here to do a job. That's it. So, let's take a look and see, because they are investigating. Let's see. He is, yes, he was a U.S. attorney, and now he is the special counsel. And so I am using my Sibylla della Zingara deck. There you go. And again, being that I'm a tarot card reader, this I find to be, believe it or not, more challenging. But I did a 7-card spread just to see how John Durham will affect the Biden administration. If Barr is doing this, was Barr doing something deliberately to try to, help the GOP and help Trump? Is he still trying to show his loyalty to Trump, right? So the first card I'm seeing here is, what Barr was up to was frivolity. And it is upright. And frivolity is really carelessness. It's thoughtlessness. If he wasn't thinking about us, the people that he works for. He's thinking about what's going to happen to him and how he's going to cover his behind. That's frivolity. His decision to, I think, try to look like he's still in control and select John Durham was his way of just still being a bully and showing Trump his loyalty. And then moving into the second card, which is the current situation, we've got this vibration of the servant. The servant is literally, it's the bureaucratic card whenever I do a reading on Trump, any political readings, this card comes up an awful lot. And the servant is a loyal, faithful companion, someone who is here to help you. But the other thing I know for sure with the servant card is that they're not doing it for free. So they all have something to gain being in the position they're in, So, he may like his job, John Durham, but, he also has something to gain here. It's a living, it's something he likes to do. He is a bureaucrat. But I also feel like with the servant card, these are people that, I'll do you a favor if you do me a favor, basically, but it doesn't have to always be so dark. I feel like they are, because it's a card of being faithful. So I feel like, yes, I believe that there's loyalty here, but I also believe with Mr. Durham, the special counsel, he comes across as someone who just wants to do his job. There's no cockiness to him. In the immediate future, we do have the card of the messenger, and the messenger showing up in this reading, especially for how this decision will affect the Biden administration. I believe there will be some type of coordination or paperwork or meetings or something where there's maybe an introduction or something, but this isn't necessarily a bad card. I mean, the messenger speaks for itself. It's, to me, it could be, the hit I'm getting in the immediate future is there will be people who are doing the investigation that want to make sure he has all the correct paperwork. But I also want to say here that I keep feeling that there's some sketchiness here on the other side, on the side of the GOP side. I just feel like there are Republicans who, and Barr, by the way, still feel like there's this way of manipulating something, but with the messenger card for the situation at hand is there could be some secretive clandestine meetings going on that we don't know about here, because the next vibration is the state of mind of Barr. What is his state of mind, and what is Durham's state of mind? We have falseness. And this is a very sketchy card. This is literally deception. This is disloyalty. Okay, this is falseness, is that someone is deliberately messing with you, deliberately lying to you. And so there is obviously in this vibration here, I feel Barr, because he always shows up. He does show up a lot with that card in the readings I've done. And I'll read you what it says in my book here, in the falseness. It's interesting, especially when I think of the politics of all of this. And it's upright. This is betrayal, deception of the worst kind, lies, corruption. This is definitely a card where you're trying to cover up mistakes or lies. So I do believe that whether it's Bill Barr himself, because I feel like, if anything, Durham may uncover the deception, because we're looking at the next vibration, which is the effects of environmental effects, the outside influences, how it will affect Biden, Barr, how it's going to affect Durham. You have the vibration of hope. It's a beautiful vibration here. So if anything, there just seems to be a coming together and wanting to work together. And it seems to me that Mr. Durham is, he wants to do the right thing, and he wants to move forward with this investigation, but he's also doing the work. Outside influences, I believe that most people believe that this is a nothing burger, that this investigation really won't produce as much. I do know from doing my reading that there was someone in the intelligence agency who got in trouble for changing an email or something like that, and I think they were prosecuted. So but what I'm also seeing regarding this, back to where I was, the advice from Spirit, or the advice from this whole reading, is the Scholar card, and upright he is. And this is, again, I just intuitively, when I look at John Durham, I don't see him as a bad guy. I feel like he's someone who just wants to do his job. I keep hearing the word bureaucrat, and he really is a fair-minded person, and he doesn't have a big fat ego. He's unlike what we're accustomed to in these last 4 years. He's a lot like Mueller in that way. He's not looking for that much attention. And if I'm wrong, let me know. Okay, but that's kind of what I'm seeing. And that seems to be the advice of this reading from Spirit, because you've got the outcome of sorrow here, which is, I believe that this is all kind of, going to end up being disappointing for the GOP. It's kind of, they're feeling like they're losing, they're not gaining from this investigation, because the other card I pulled, I always pull the bottom card, and I got haughtiness. Let me just take the card. Now, haughtiness, when it's upright, take a look. It's pride, it's ego, right? You're puffed up and all flattered, and it's Trump in many ways. It's what he's accustomed to and Bill Barr too, this puffed up ego. But when it is reversed, again, I'm thinking about someone who's humble. This is a humble person, and that to me is the vibration of John Durham. And when I looked at him, when I saw his photograph, I can see auras. And I mean, I didn't see any negative auras around him, anything dark, nothing showed up as being sketchy, And when I look up the haughtiness card, because the reversal is indeed quite, interesting to me, because it speaks volumes when it says here, let me just see. It's a healthy awareness of one's limitations as well as their strengths. So it indicates the need to be more sure of yourself. He's a proud man. So I don't believe that at the end of the day that he's going to create any grief for the Biden administration. If anything, the GOP, people like Ted Cruz and that whole circle, that's a whole other can of worms there. He wants to be president. And, there's just with him and then I think Lindsey Graham and a whole boatload of others who will be greatly disappointed with the outcome of this. I do not think it's going to go the way they want it to go. Anyway, I'm going to stop it there. If you guys have any feedback, please let me know. Email me questions. I will leave my email. I will post all that information. I am booking readings. I'm running a holiday special right now, so all my readings are discounted, all of them until Christmas. So I hope I hear from you all. I so appreciate your feedback, and I so appreciate that if you share my videos, subscribe if you haven't yet subscribed, get subscribers to the channel, and let me know what you want me to read up on. If anything other than politics, let me know, because I'm accustomed to doing, other kinds of readings. So anyway, stay safe, wear your masks, and blessings to all. Bye.